Welcome to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. Biden approved student loan forgiveness for over 150,000 borrowers. Judge allowed DOJ to release Jack Smith's report on Trump election case. DeSantis called a special session on immigration before Trump's inauguration. Trump's defense secretary Pete Hegseth faces concerns over war crimes stance. Texas man charged with stalking WNBA star Caitlin Clark in Indianapolis. Officials fight rumors and misinformation amid California wildfires. Governor Hochul plans big steps for education and youth mental health. Mexico launches national plan to reduce guns on streets. Strong earthquake shakes Japan, tsunami alerts lifted. Erdogan launches Year of the Family and criticizes LGBTQ community. Tyson Fury announces retirement from boxing after Usyk defeat. And Barcelona defeats Real Madrid 5-2 to win Spanish Super Cup. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. President Joe Biden announced that his administration recently approved student loan forgiveness for over 150,000 borrowers, raising the total to more than 5 million borrowers who have received relief during his term. This announcement came as Biden nears the end of his presidency. The 150,000 borrowers include more than 80,000 who were defrauded by their schools, over 60,000 with permanent disabilities, and more than 6,000 public service workers. Biden highlighted his administration's focus on improving existing loan forgiveness programs such as the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program and income-driven repayment plans. Biden's earlier attempt at broad student loan forgiveness was blocked by the Supreme Court in 2023, which ruled that his plan exceeded presidential authority. Despite this setback, Biden stated his administration had forgiven more student debt than any in history. Efforts to expand Pell Grant limits and correct repayment errors helped provide relief for millions, including public service workers and those with disabilities. Republicans and President-elect Donald Trump criticized Biden's actions, claiming they unfairly shifted repayment burdens. As Biden's term ends, future loan relief under his administration remains uncertain. Federal Judge Aileen Cannon ruled that the Justice Department can release a part of former Special Counsel Jack Smith's report on Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election. The release could happen anytime now, as no new legal action has been filed by Trump's team. However, Judge Cannon kept a ban on releasing the section of the report related to Trump's handling of classified documents. The Justice Department has confirmed it has no plans to release that part for now. The report on Trump's actions before January 6, 2021 is still awaiting approval from the 11th Circuit Court, where the DOJ has requested an immediate release. Smith resigned on January 10, 2025. Attorney General Merrick Garland stated that the 2020 election section of the report would be released as soon as legally allowed. The classified documents section will remain sealed since two co-defendants still face charges. Trump, who was indicted on 4 felony charges related to election interference, denied any wrongdoing. The case was dropped after his 2024 election victory. The final report is expected soon, potentially shaping political discussions. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announced a special session scheduled for late January to prepare for stricter immigration policies under President-elect Donald Trump. The session is expected to focus on new measures to support Trump's planned deportations starting January 20. DeSantis stated he wants to repeal a law allowing undocumented students to pay in-state tuition. This law, signed by former Governor Rick Scott in 2014, was supported by current Lieutenant Governor Janet Nunes. DeSantis argued that removing such incentives would deter illegal immigration. He also proposed funding local law enforcement to aid immigration enforcement and punish jurisdictions that obstruct federal efforts. While no specific budget was announced, DeSantis hinted the amount could be in the tens of millions. In addition to immigration, DeSantis wants to tighten rules for citizen initiatives on ballots requiring photo identification or notarized signatures. This follows an investigation into last year's abortion amendment petitions, which failed to meet the required threshold. The session may also address condominium laws after rising assessments caused concerns among condo owners. Critics, including Democrat Anna Skamani, accused DeSantis of prioritizing politics over Florida's real issues. Legislative leaders have yet to publicly support his plans. President-elect Donald Trump's Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth has drawn criticism for his views on military rules and war crimes. Hegseth, a former Army National Guard officer, has criticized strict combat rules, calling them overly restrictive during battles against extremists. In his book, The War on Warriors, Hegseth argued that soldiers should have fewer constraints and more freedom to fight. However, some military officials and experts have expressed concerns that his views could undermine the military's long-standing principles. Hegseth has supported U.S. troops convicted of war crimes, including those pardoned by Trump during his first term. Critics say his actions may confuse service members about the importance of following military laws. Hegseth's lawyer stated he does not support war crimes but believes some legal decisions against troops were unfair. At his confirmation hearing today, Hegseth was expected to clarify his stance. He has told lawmakers he supports the Geneva Conventions but believes they need updates to address modern warfare challenges. Military experts worry that Hegseth's rhetoric could weaken discipline and damage the U.S. military's reputation, potentially harming alliances and emboldening enemies. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. A Texas man, Michael Lewis, was charged with stalking WNBA star Caitlin Clark after sending her multiple threats and sexually explicit messages on social media. He was arrested in Indianapolis during an investigation, Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears announced Monday. Court documents revealed Lewis sent alarming messages to Clark on X, including threats and claims of driving by her residence several times daily. One message read, @Caitlin Clark 22 been driving around your house 3x a day, but don't call the law just yet. Another stated, I'm getting tickets. I'm sitting behind the bench. Lewis traveled to Indianapolis and stayed at a hotel. Law enforcement visited him, where he admitted the situation was an imaginary relationship. Despite this, the threatening messages continued. Prosecutor Mears praised Clark for coming forward, saying it encourages others to speak up. Women deserve to live and work without the threat of sexual violence, he said. If convicted, Lewis faces up to 6 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. This incident follows a similar case where an Oregon man was charged with stalking UConn basketball star Paige Bueckers. As California battles deadly wildfires, officials are working to stop false claims spreading online. The Federal Emergency Management Agency reactivated its rumor response site last used during Hurricanes Helene and Milton to clarify false statements about its assistance. FEMA debunked claims like assistance being limited to one payment and losing property ownership after applying for help. The Los Angeles Fire Department also countered misinformation. Public Information Officer Eric Scott dismissed rumors that they asked the public to help fight fires. Experts like Jason Davis from Syracuse University noted a new urgency in addressing false claims, fueled by the rise of AI-generated content and recycled conspiracy theories. Misleading videos, such as one falsely showing firefighters using handbags to fight fires, have gone viral. California Governor Gavin Newsom launched a California Fire Facts page to tackle rumors, including baseless claims about rezoning burned land. Officials urged the public to verify information and avoid sharing unconfirmed content to prevent confusion. Governor Kathy Hochul announced new plans to boost education and youth mental health during a chat with high school and college students. She proposed expanding mental health services, introducing a college in high school fund, and creating new apprenticeship programs. These ideas aim to give young people better opportunities and support. Hochul also plans to limit phone use in K-12 schools through legislation in her upcoming FY26 executive budget. Her proposals build on earlier initiatives like increasing child tax credits, free school meals, and child care access. The governor will launch mental health first aid training in high schools and connect resources to after-school programs. She also plans to expand safe spaces and mentoring initiatives for Latina and Black girls. In education, Hochul will support college and high school programs to save families money and introduce apprenticeships in high-demand fields. Businesses hiring students for summer work programs will receive financial support. These initiatives aim to ensure a brighter future for New York's youth. Now it's time for global updates. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum recently launched the Yes to Disarmament, Yes to Peace campaign to reduce gun violence. The program offers cash to citizens who anonymously hand over weapons at drop-off sites like churches. Payments include $430 for a revolver, $1,200 for an AK-47 rifle, and $1,300 for a machine gun. The collected firearms will be destroyed. This plan, announced last month and published in the official Gazette last week, expands a disarmament initiative from Mexico City, started in 2019, to the entire country. The program is supported by the Defense, Interior, and Public Safety ministries, as well as religious leaders. In 2023, Mexico recorded over 31,000 homicides, 70% caused by firearms. The government is also urging the U.S. to address arms smuggling, which brings hundreds of thousands of firearms into Mexico annually. The campaign aims to lower violence with the hopes that future generations will grow up in a safer, more peaceful environment. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. A 6.6 magnitude earthquake struck southwestern Japan recently, triggering temporary tsunami warnings. The Japan Meteorological Agency initially estimated the quake at 6.9 but later revised it. The quake occurred at 9:19 p.m. centered in Kyushu at a depth of 18.6 miles. Tsunami advisories were issued for Miyazaki and Kochi prefectures. While waters reached 8 inches at Miyazaki port, the warnings were lifted before midnight. No significant damage was reported, but one man in Kyushu was slightly injured. Train services were temporarily halted, stranding passengers. Officials urged people to avoid coastal areas due to the risk of repeated tsunamis. Landslides and aftershocks remain possible in the coming days. Japan regularly experiences earthquakes due to its location on the Pacific Ring of Fire. Strict building rules and emergency drills help minimize damage. However, memories of the devastating 2011 tsunami, which killed over 18,500 people, continue to shape Japan's preparedness efforts. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan recently launched the country's Year of the Family, marking it with a speech that targeted the LGBTQ community. Erdogan argued that strong families are essential for a strong state and outlined measures to boost birth rates in Turkey. He criticized LGBTQ movements, suggesting they were part of a foreign conspiracy aimed at weakening Turkey. He stated that neoliberal culture's trends were promoting ideologies harmful to children and youth, including LGBTQ rights. Erdogan also addressed Turkey's declining population, warning that the country was losing blood due to low birth rates, late marriages, and high divorce rates. He called for families to have at least 3 children and introduced measures to support young families, including interest-free loans for newlyweds and improved allowances for parents of newborns. These initiatives reflect Erdogan's ongoing focus on strengthening family structures as part of his national policies. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. British heavyweight boxer Tyson Fury has announced his retirement from boxing just a month after losing a rematch to Ukrainian Alexander Usyk. The 36-year-old made the announcement in a short Instagram video, stating he was ending his boxing career, thanking fans for their support, and leaving with a cryptic message about Dick Turpin, an infamous English Highwayman. Fury was disappointed by the unanimous decision lost to Usyk on December 21st in Saudi Arabia. Usyk landed more punches, securing the win after their second bout. Fury's only previous defeat came in their first fight in May, where he acknowledged mistakes during the match. Despite hopes for a fight with British rival Anthony Joshua, Fury's retirement marks the end of a career that includes 34 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, and 24 knockouts. Boxing promoter Frank Warren praised Fury, calling him the best British heavyweight of his generation. Barcelona claimed the Spanish Super Cup with a dominant 5-2 victory over Real Madrid in Saudi Arabia. The match saw an exciting start with Kylian Mbappe putting Madrid ahead, but Barcelona quickly responded with goals from Lamine Yamal, Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Alejandro Balde. Despite Rodrigo's free kick for Madrid, they couldn't capitalize on a numerical advantage after Barcelona's goalkeeper Wojciech Szczesny was sent off. Barcelona coach Hansi Flick praised the win, marking his first trophy with the club. Real Madrid's coach Carlo Ancelotti blamed poor defending for the heavy defeat. Mbappe impressed with his performance, but Madrid couldn't recover after being overwhelmed by their rivals. This victory marked Barcelona's 15th Spanish Super Cup title, extending their record. The match highlighted standout performances from Barcelona's young talents and an impressive team effort. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,240.74. The NYSE Composite is increased by 26.86 points or 0.14%. Tokyo stock close price is 39,190.40. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 414.69 points or 1.05%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,168.52. The Shanghai index is decreased by 42.87 points or 1.33%. Hong Kong stock close price is 19,064.29. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 176.60 points or 0.92%. Bombay stock close price is 77,378.91. The Sensex index is decreased by 241.30 points or 0.31%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Biden approved student loan forgiveness for over 150,000 borrowers. Judge allowed DOJ to release Jack Smith's report on Trump election case. DeSantis called a special session on immigration before Trump's inauguration. Trump's Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth faces concerns over war crimes stance. Texas man charged with stalking WNBA star Caitlin Clark in Indianapolis. Officials fight rumors and misinformation amid California wildfires. Governor Hochul plans big steps for education and youth mental health. Mexico launches national plan to reduce guns on streets. Strong earthquake shakes Japan, tsunami alerts lifted. Erdogan launches Year of the Family and criticizes LGBTQ community. Tyson Fury announces retirement from boxing after Usyk defeat. And Barcelona defeats Real Madrid 5-2 to win Spanish Super Cup. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.